Ever since dynamic arrays were introduced, we've been crying out for the ability to dynamically total the columns and rows generated by those dynamic arrays, and now you can. I'll show you how. Let's go. New formulas that help us do dynamic totals are the BYCOL and the BYROW function. Now, they got released in the Insider channel recently. Now, if you don't know about the Insider channel, there's basically an insider version, what's called beta, the beta channel. So you can subscribe for that. You can go to the monthly or current channel, or you can be on the semi-annual channel. These are all Office 365 channels, okay? And their cadence of release is determined by that channel. So the semi-annual is every January and July. The monthly is, or the current channel is as you expect. The Insider gets new releases all the time, and we've had a load of new ones recently, which is great. Okay, so the new BYCOL and BYROW functions are part of a new suite of Lambda helper functions. But don't get scared by that terminology. In this circumstance, these Lambda functions are pretty simple to understand. Okay, what I'm going to do is going to mock up a little example to show you where I would want to use them, and then show you the new functions themselves. So if you know about dynamic arrays and everything like that, you'll be able to skip ahead. Just have a check in the show notes, and I'll put a little link to the actual point where I'm going to talk exactly about BYCOL and BYROW. Okay, let's set the scene. I've got some data. I am going to create a dynamic array that generates a pivot table like report based on the department and the year and month. So I am going to go equals unique and get myself a unique list of departments. And then I'm going to actually sort that alphabetically. So I'm going to wrap it in a sort. There we go, beautiful. Right, I now want a unique list of the years and months sorted going across the top. Now, because I do this sort of thing quite a bit, I've got a little autocorrect trick. So UUT space pre-builds my little formula for me. That's using autocorrect. I'll put a little link to my autocorrect video up above. So all I have to do is double click on this and say year month and press enter, and there's my dynamic array spilling across the top of my screen. Okay, all my unique years and months sorted. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is count how many people were hired in each department. So I'm going to do a countifs function. So equals countifs. So the range I want to count first is my department range, comma, that's equal to this, and press the hash to refer to the whole dynamic array. So that's the first count, check. And then the second one is this range, comma, is going to match this. And again, do a little hash to refer to the whole range. Close the bracket, press enter, and you get a magic dynamic array, okay? And you've probably seen this before, but if you put something in the way, you get this spill error. You get rid of that, and it shows you the result again. This is a beautiful way of building dynamic formulas. But what we couldn't do in the past was have a dynamic total. Well, you could, but it was fiddly, okay? What we do, if you just simply did a sum and highlighted those, it would work. And you could drag that across. Great, but the whole beauty of this is it's dynamic. So if I added, let's say I added a new department called warranties, it would get bigger, this would get bigger, but this is not picking up that new figure, it's not dynamic. And if you added new months, it wouldn't dynamically spill across. Okay, so what's changed? Well, what's changed is a new function or a suite of functions called Lambda helper functions. And the two you really want to know about, in my view, because I'm not a Lambda guy, I'm not going to be getting into the detail of this very, quickly. It'll take me time to get into this stuff. But the really useful one is the BYCOL function. So equals BYCOL. You highlight the entire array, or you can just click on K for hash. So what it'll do is go through this whole block of data, one column at a time, and do something. In this case, sum the column. It's beautiful. Okay, comma. Then you write lambda, okay? Don't worry about it, just write it. And then we say, right, what's the parameter that we're grabbing? Well, really, this is just, it's a bit weird, but you just put a little placeholder in there for the column. So in its simplest form. So I'm just going to say, you could call it X, you could call it whatever you want. I'm going to go underscore col, okay, comma. And then it says, what's the calculation you're going to do where you're going to sum each col. Okay, so this could be X and you're summing X. The key bit is the BYCOL. That's what tells it what X is. There's the array. The BYCOL says go through the array one at a time, each X or each column, and then do a calculation on that column. And this is the really simplest form of this. You can do all sorts of funky stuff with these, okay? But for me, perfect. I just press enter. Obviously, I've forgotten a bracket on the end, don't we all? But there's it. It's done. Okay, this is now a dynamic total. See, this is picking up all three. And if warranties, let's say there's, I don't know, let's say procurement 2. Yeah, this table's got bigger. This is still adding up this entire range, okay? So, and it gets better. If you go that way as well, if you go to the right and added more columns, it would expand automatically to the right. So that's BYCOL. BYROW works exactly the same way, okay? Equals BYROW. So what's the array? It's this one. What's the function we want to do? Remember, you write lambda. Okay, give it a reference, underscore, I don't know, row. You can call it whatever you want, X, Y, Z, Margaret. You can call it anything, okay? And then what do you want to do? You want to sum, or count, or max, or average, or any sort of function you want to do on that particular underscore row. Okay, and then we'll remember the right bracket this time. And there we go, that's dynamically going across now. So it's beautiful. And then you can do a grand total, you know, it simply equals sum of that, K2 hash. Fully dynamic pivot table-like performance with BYCOL and BYROW. I'll put a link to the official article in the notes, and a little link will pop up here as well. So go and check those out. Lambda, these Lambda helper functions and Lambdas themselves open up a whole world of formula functionality. It's quite intimidating, it's quite daunting, but it's pretty exciting as well, okay? We'll see some amazing examples from people all around the world as they show off what they can do with these things. Hope you found that useful. Let me know what you think. Love having your comments. It makes my day when somebody says, oh, this really helped. Well, that's really useful. So please leave a comment. Please share. Let people know about this channel. And I will catch you later.